In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the biggest mistakes most guys have made or still making to this day. Hi, Shark Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, and before I get started, and if this is your first time here, like, subscribe, share this video, and if you like this video, you probably want to check out my Patreon by clicking the link below this video, and also click the little bell below this video. That way, when I upload a new video, you won't miss out on all the fun. So, I get a lot of questions from a lot of guys, and there's some patterns. There's majority of the questions pertain to the same area that a lot of guys have problems with. And what I'm about to talk about in this video, every guy has made this mistake at some point in his life, including myself. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's a work in progress. Doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. Some of us are just better at managing our time and influence around women or just people in general. So the biggest mistake that I've made and that a lot of guys have made over the years, and the mistake that I still see to this day, is a lot of guys feel like they think that women have it all figured out. That's right. They think that women have it all figured out. They think that women can do no wrong. They think that women, they let the woman lead the relationship. A lot of guys are passive aggressive. A lot of guys look at it like this: if I do what she wants me to do, if I make her happy, somehow that's going to trickle down and back to me. She's going to love me the way I want to be loved, and she's going to treat me the way I want to be treated. And this is how a lot of relationships burn and goes down straight like the Titanic. Because most of the time, 97% of the time, it doesn't work out that way. And see, what you're really doing, even if you're not aware of this, you're really manipulating the woman, because you're doing something that she wants to do or something that she likes in return for her to do something you want to do. You're seeking validation from her. It crashes and burns 97% of the time. See, what you have to understand, if you want relationships to work long term, you really have to get real, like brutally honest. When I say brutally honest, I'm talking about like, y'all have to sit down and say, hey, you know what? I know we've been together for a long time, a couple years now, 5-10 years now, but every once in a while I have a desire to be with another woman. I'm not saying I'm going to take it there with another woman, but I'm just letting you know. And if that desire ever gets to be so strong, I'm going to come to you and we're going to have to talk about it. You have to be brutally honest like that. See, there's a lot of guys out here that act like they're not into women. They act like they don't want none. They act like they're not supposed to look at another woman or be attracted to another woman. They act like they're like a machine, a robot. It's like, and women do this too. Women act like guys are just supposed to, her man's supposed to pay attention to her 100% of the time. And everyone else, every other woman's supposed to be blind to him. He's not supposed to even peep at another woman's butt or breasts or face. And if he does look at another woman, she has a problem with that because the rest of the women are supposed to be invisible. And to me, this is machine thinking. This is fantasy thinking. And see, if you're a guy that thinks like this around your woman, you give your woman permission to start doing the same thing. Just like if you were a type of guy that like to lie, you give your woman to start lying too. As a matter of a good example of this is there's a show on Netflix that Oprah produced called Greenleaf. Greenleaf, a show that Oprah produced on Netflix, and there's this guy on there, young dude. He's in his early 20s, I would say, and he's lying about everything around his woman. He's lying about everything, and see, when you lie like that, you lie so she can stay with you. You lie for sex. You lie to be with other women. You give her permission to start lying too. And the relationship is going to crash and burn 97% of the time. And the other 3%, they're going to be struggling to keep the relationship together because it's going to take so much work, so much effort to go to strip down, to basically start all over again in this relationship with this person that you've been knowing for years. But it doesn't have to be that way. If you just get real, if you just start to become honest. Now, maybe you can't pull that off right now. Maybe you can't keep it real, as they say, with your woman right now. But you can get there someday, sometime, and hopefully it's not too late. Because a lot of guys feel like they have to lie to their woman because they've been doing it for so long. It's become normal, and she's lying too. But at some point, the rubber is going to meet the road, and somebody's going to either someone's going to get caught, or someone's going to have to come clean about something, because something is going to happen, and this is where a relationship goes straight to hell. So whenever you meet a woman, if you're in a relationship with a woman, just know that most women their move is based on how they feel. Their feel that's what drives them. Know that they don't have it all together. Know that if you're letting your woman take the lead, 9 times out of 10, y'all going in the wrong direction. Because how a woman feels doesn't necessarily have anything to do with being practical. It's not critical thinking. How she feels could change tomorrow, next week. One day she might feel this way. 2 weeks later, she might feel another way. And it's not practical, and it's not critical thinking, and it doesn't really necessarily have anything to do with you. It has to do with her. And to be perfectly honest, a lot of women really don't like being in a leadership role. They really don't. Now, a lot of them they're not gonna tell you that, but they really don't. They would prefer if the man took the lead. And the reason why that is, in most cases, because if she makes a bad decision, she can blame it on you. And if you make a good decision, she'll take all the praise, accolades, all the credit. That's usually how it works, But they really don't want to take the leadership role. And like I always say, if you lead, the women will follow. Guaranteed. you know. So the I made this mistake with everybody else. I thought, women had it all figured out. I thought, because a lot of women come through the door, they dress well, their hair done, the makeup if they wear it, the shoes, everything. They play the part. They put their best foot forward first. But in most cases, that's all a front. That's all a front. Because no one has everything together. Now, you might be good at 2 to 3 things in your entire life. If that. 2 to 3 things at best. But to come through the door and make it seem like you're flawless, perfect, have it all together, that's a front. But a lot of guys get caught up into that. And they assume that she has it all together. Until he stays around her, gets to know her, and he figures out after months and could be years that this woman really kind of been perpetrating. Just put her best foot forward, had him fooled, and now if he wants to stay with her, he has to clean up all his shenanigans. So don't make that mistake like I did, like many men did. What most women need is leadership. That's what they need. So hey, I've created a whole program about this. If you want to get a piece of this, check it out by clicking the link below this video. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, click the little bell below. That way, when I upload a new video, you won't miss out on all the fun. And check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com, by clicking the links below this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.